So the topic basically is to how to move from code to product to startup. And to introduce myself, I have more than 18 years in IT and open source. So I'm a chief strategy officer for a company based in Singapore and US actually. So we are a startup studio. And I guess you guys know what it means, startup studio. So we're investing in our own ideas. So I'm also a venture partner, and I'm a strategic advisor for various startups, and especially focus on startup with open source business model. So I joined Objectware because I used to say Objectware for many, many years before you call this OW2. and of course, I work for Atos, and I was in charge of open source leadership and strategy for public sector. So when you look about the story about open source, I started doing open source in 1995, and in the beginning it was very, very code-oriented, and slowly it's moved to product. And open source have been, for many years, the foundation of innovation. Many, many great companies build their asset based of open source. And we have today millions of repositories on GitHub, Bitbucket, and so on. And we see, okay, it's good because we see software heritage, but what we do with this code? And honestly, we have only few success stories. Okay, many try to move from code to product to startup, and many fail. That is the reality today. And I take some time to look about open source startup, what does it mean? So I look about Crunchbase, because everybody knows about Crunchbase. So I found out something like 800 open source startups listed on Crunchbase this year. And when we look about the list of the one who succeed, this list is very low. So only less than 20% will succeed in some way. When I say some way, excite or become popular. So basically 80% of these startups are failing today. So what makes open source startup really succeed? So I do believe, again, that is the technology foundation. As you say, if you have a technology that don't make any sense for developer, you're not going to have any traction. So you need to target specific developers, specific enterprise, or end user. Because if not, you're not going to have any GitHub star, GitHub force, GitHub like, and so on. So you're not going to become popular, you're not going to create traction. And as an investor, when a startup come to me and say, can you invest and help us? First thing we say, okay, what is your traction? What is your IT traction? What is your technology traction? Most of the time, they're just beginners. So most of the time, they don't have any traction. And then we move to something we call a developer traction. So your community. Do you have a huge community? Most of the time, when you look about GitHub today, I spent some time, you have something like less than 50 organizations who have more than 10,000 stars. So basically, you have a lot of organizations who have less than 10,000 stars, even less than 2,000 stars. So I'm not saying that because you have a lot of stars that you're going to be successful, but it's a good point to start. It's a good way to start. And then the next step is, how do you deliver your product to your customer? Because you can have a great technology, but very, very poor traction from the end user view. From your customer can be enterprises, can be startups, can be developers. So I discovered that many startups are creating complex products. Very complex to handle, very complex to set up. Most of the time because lack of documentation. Quality is fine, but lack of documentation. So it's very complicated to engage with. So because the focus actually for me is to help startups to make money, basically, to become successful. So I split between the B2C, I talked about this morning, and the B2B. So the B2C is quite tricky because you need to convince your end user and your community to monetize your traction. And tomorrow you're going to have a chance to discuss with the guys beyond VLC. VLC is millions of download and user. And when you come to, okay, how to monetize this, you have challenge. So, but before you become a VLC, you need to create a huge traction. You need to have a big number of users who make you feel like, okay, you can start in advertising, premium services. So, where you focus your effort actually is community engagement. There's a lot of time, money spent to engage your community, to make your community comfortable to use, and basically to sponsor your product. And then when we talk about B2B, B2B is just like a software company, honestly, nothing else. It's open source, but it's still just a software company. So you need to apply the same mechanism about software company. So product engineering, product marketing, feed and online marketing, channel program. That is nothing else. So of course, you need to deliver a set of services from consulting, professional services, and so on. But an open source company is a software company. So it's not because you're open source that you're different from Microsoft. So you need to apply the same approach. So, two business cases. You will have a chance tomorrow to discuss with these guys. So Video Labs, the company beyond VLC, and Wakanda, the company who are creating a JavaScript full stack foundation platform. So when you look about the code, Video Labs code on GitHub is 2,000 stars, 1,000 fault. So that means many people use VLC to do other stuff. When you look about Wakanda traction is very low. But when you look about the product has more than 10,000 visitors on the website, and they're generating every month 40 leads. And at the same time, VLC have more than 2 billion downloads since 2005. But VLC have high time to monetize the product, while Wakanda have high time to convince enterprise to use the product. So the purpose of my talk is not really to bring you answers there. I just want to invite you to join this presentation of these two great companies, especially VLC, because everybody knows VLC. And when it comes to find the right way to monetize the million of users beyond VLC, you will find out discussing with Jean-Baptiste that is not so easy. Okay? And then when you will discuss with Samir tomorrow about, okay, we have a great product, we have a great technology, JavaScript full stack, open source. So now how to make this successful, how to monetize this. And you will discover that they're running a lot of process from field marketing, product marketing, channel program, and it's challenging, but I do believe that that is the right approach to be successful. Okay.